to continue operating their businesses. We will also use competition policy and preferential procurement and other instruments to challenge the concentration of ownership. The labor market must be underpinned by practices and policies that enhance fairness and equity for workers. The workers of our country must not be subjected to unfair labor practices. And we also say, one of the victories that the working people of our country achieved, which is the national minimum wage, must be applied across the economy so that our people must get moving towards getting a decent wage. In addition, our labor market needs to increase competitiveness, productivity, investment, and employment creation. Government needs to eradicate corruption and to remove regulatory barriers and build an effective developmental state. I must say that the messages that have been delivered by our alliance partners, as in COSATU and the SACP, are very clear on this matter. We will continue to heed your messages, which you have articulated very clearly, about the government, our movement taking steps to rid corruption out of South African life. Community-based organizations, traditional leaders, religious formations, and other social formations must play a leading role in mobilizing society in support of building inclusive social compacts that will deal with a variety of matters that are challenges to our people. The broad-based Black economic empowerment needs to be undertaken with greater intensity and purpose. Government will create an environment in which small businesses can thrive, including through the provision of economic infrastructure and the removal of regulatory concerns. Pele re tla mona kajeko lena ho na le bomme le bontate ba rekisang kantle ho stadium mona ba ile ba kopana le mathata ba bang ba bona ba ne ba tloswa mo ne ba emeteng ba rekisa ntho eno ile ya rukisa bohloko haholo ha re bona televisioning ba ntshiwa ho thwe abana permit kapo abana license ya ho rekisa tse ba di rekisang kantle ho stadium sena. Ki ile ka kopa Deputy Secretary General Comrade Nomvula hore a shebane le yona taba eno. Ke leboha haholo hore mosebetsi ono o entswe ka tsela e nepahetseng. Ba dumetswe jwale hore ba eme kantle ho stadium ba rekise tseo tse ba di rekisang. Ka hobane re batla hore ho bo mmasepala ba rona. A very clear message to our municipalities. As you apply your regulations, we say the regulations must be applied in a way that will empower our people. Those who are in the informal sector, who are selling whatever wares or products that they are selling, they are doing so to support the livelihoods of their households. Ha re ba ntsha, re ba fina, re ba batla di-permit, re ba batla ntho tseo tse ngata, ba bang re ba batla le tjotjo, re ntsha boroto hanong ha bona. That must now end. We must create our towns, our rural areas as places of economic activity. Dinaheng tse ding, the informal sector creates many more jobs. Mona South Africa, the informal sector is held back by too many regulations, by too many laws, and I'm saying to our local government authorities, let us free the economic energy of our people. Let us allow our people to trade. Let us allow our people to engage in economic activity. And as government, we will find ways and means of helping to fund them. Gauteng has even passed a law, Eribitang Township Empowerment Act, which allows the people in our townships to get finance, to get places where they can trade, and also to be able to trade. Ke kopa hore a re lokolle batho ba heso ba kgone ho etsa kgwebo ya bona. Let us free our people to engage in economic activity. It is a national crisis that the unemployment rate among young people who are aged between 15 and 24 years is nearly 60%. And this has to be addressed with urgency that it requires. The government that we lead has prioritized the employment of young people. This year, we need to work with young formations or youth formations, such as the National Development Agency, to give initiatives, including programs that provide work experience, job, and to provide finance to young entrepreneurs and create opportunities for young people in public and in social employment. And we also say, re batla hore ba batjha ba hiriwe. Ha ba hiriwa, we must not use a barrier like prior experience pele re ba hira. Ntwenu ya prior experience ai fele. Re nke batjha re ba kenye mesebetsing. Ba kgone ho sebetsa. Ka hobane experience ba tla e fumana kae re sa ba fe yona na. We must therefore employ young people, both in the public sector and in the private sector. And we especially call on the private sector, allow our young people to gain entry into the economy by taking them on and employing them. Bring them in so that they can learn the work. But we also say, fund young people. They are full of energy, they are full of ideas, and they are the ones who can take our economy to higher levels. La re le mo, re re ba baholo, le bona re ska ba swaela ka thoko. Ka hobane sometimes the older people feel like we are ignoring them. We are saying even those who are 30 years and older must also be brought into the ranks of the employed. We must not only focus on the young, but we must make it a special effort to empower the women of our country. Despite significant increases in levels of enrollment in education, we have not seen the outcomes that our society and our economy needs. We therefore need to focus more on vocational and technical training and to encourage greater enrollment in colleges so as to increase the pool of qualified people with various skills that can make a meaningful contribution to the economy. Re re ho batho batjha, ha re lisa dikolo, re kopa hore le shebe those rare skills that are needed by our economy. Le shebe di skills tse le ska di shebela tlase. Skills such as plumbing, skills such as technicians, skills such as being engineers. The skills say no, those are the skills that our economy